they're widening the street out there. This is a Gunk series, and found out I had enough credits to graduate from the school I went to starting in the 90s. This Gunk series started when I was in the middle of an errand moving boulders from the outside of the gates to the inside, because they're going to get rid of them if we keep them out there. They're used for, defining the driving path or whatever out there. And I was talking about some of the difficult times in my life, beginning, in say early '99, some of it in the fall of '98, but early '99 to the autumn of 2001. When it rains, it pours, and a few things going on there. One of my professors took the stand against me in the autumn of 2000. Guy I'd been in great relations with. He requested that I interview for him to be able to attain tenure for the first time. Fairly young professor is why, and he had graduated from that school where he taught. And then he went to a couple of other schools, and it kind of sucked. It sucked really bad, because I swear to God, my heart, I think I have a good heart. My intentions are great, and I mentioned a saying that people have. They say the path to hell is paved with good intentions, and it doesn't mean I'm going to hell. It doesn't mean that good intentions don't always pan out. But my focus has always been there, and I want to say, as honest as I know how, that a lot of it was the economy. That if my credit didn't bottom out, if I wasn't fired in early '98 during the leave of absence, I had outstanding work reviews. I'd been involved in a union drive, Teamsters Local 63 in Bloomington, to organize a place that was eventually bought out by Staples. And you gotta, you say pick your poison sometimes. Do I keep getting yelled at by imbeciles? Do I keep watching my friends get fired for nonsensical reasons? Or do I, try to take a risk and get a union here, collective bargaining, etc. But we went the union route. We tried to get the union. Did an internship in summer of '97, month-long internship in the Pacific Northwest. It was a decent experience. But in spite of all of this, I found myself getting arrested in February of '99, trying to get my own truck out of impound. Ran out of gas on the freeway. They parked my truck down grade. I couldn't push my truck off the lot. Check out the prior Gunk pieces for more details on that, if you want more details. Now during this period, things went from good to bad as far as my father, and I thought I was going to graduate in '98 almost easily, but we butted heads. He attacked me while I was playing guitar. Talked about that in detail in other pieces as well. And these social things were going on in my life that I was like, why is this going on? Why is this going on? This should be the best time of my life. Why is this going on? I was mentioning another piece too, that lawyers, politicians, and used car salesmen usually have the bad reputations as far as professions go. And I could never fathom why people used to hate me. It felt like hatred, man. They're used to jive at me for choosing the environmental field to go into. Just, that's weird, it's what's wrong with clean air, clean water? And you watch the news sometimes, and Mentioned another piece. They say they're green. Are they really red? Meaning communist. Anyhow, I want to mention that this professor, one of my advisors, I've taken 3 classes with him, got an A/B in one, A/B in another, straight A in a seminar class, and he had been the instructor and part of Ontario program. It's field training for some of the students there. Anyhow, this guy approved through the guy that's now the dean of faculty the last classes I needed. In the autumn of '98, I was in Venezuela. Hugo Chavez was running for office. I came back, and I wound up trying to finish on the campus at Claremont. My mom was dying of emphysema. I was having personal problems with, like I said, my dad, and things just weren't working out. And I had requested through, the dean of students, hey, can I live on campus? It'll be easier. And I swear to God, I would have graduated if I was at Claremont instead of over here in Fontana. I would have graduated if I had money to live in a rented house near Claremont, which I'd done in the spring, but I was out of my Stafford loan money. I'm pretty sure I'd have graduated. There was difficulties over here, and but it wasn't the right environment for me at the time. So all of '99 goes by, and this teacher had called me small potatoes on the phone the last time I talked to him, and I'm not sure what their duties are necessarily, their responsibilities, but they brag. It's even on their front page if you go pittsburgh.edu that we're a place that cares and stuff like that. And they brag about their student-to-teacher ratio. I've been to both of my advisors' houses before. I've been invited to end of the year ecology celebration with the guy that took a stand against me. And I've been to the other guy's house a handful of times, because of leafleting and different events. But when all 99 and they weren't returning calls, they weren't returning emails, and it started off as cordial as I knew how to do. And eventually, I issued a conditional threat. California Penal Code says it's criminal in nature if it's immediate, unequivocal, and unequivocal is that. Anyway, whatever 3 conditions are, it wasn't met. It wasn't met because the threat started off. If he doesn't get back to me, blah blah blah. But there's something called activist judges that interpret laws, and they do something called precedent. They start a precedent where, hey, you can go to jail if blah 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 and so forth. And eventually, he lied on the stand. Though he lied on the stand during the preliminary hearing. Perjury is what happened. He said I threatened him with a knife as well, and that was when he could testify. And I told my lawyer, I said I never did that. I said ask him where and why and how that came about. And the teacher, I want to get the transcripts. I want to get the transcripts from the courthouse. He said he called me in jail, and inmates can't receive calls from jail. Okay, you can collect calls from inside jail, but it's not set up so you can receive calls. Okay, but he said he called me in jail and I threatened him with a knife, which is ludicrous, and he had approved before this. The threat was made in January, or the so-called threat, January of 2000. In April, he approved through the person that's now dean of faculty a class at Cal State San Bernardino since I didn't complete the other classes in the autumn of '98. And I wound up taking a class at Chafee, business law, that's going to transfer, and those are good enough for me to get my bachelor's. But he said it has to be in anthropology. Before he'd said, I only have electives left. But I went ahead and took an anthropology class at Cal State San Bernardino the summer of 2000. started a job at Ryder. It was just going to be a temporary job at the warehouse. You know, I have warehouse experience. I got to go right now. But arrested one day after starting that job, and we'll talk about this later.